the best way to go is to identify the superficial muscles. Once you finish, you go deep. Okay? So if you start with the front, so from the head to the back legs, you're going to have this one. Okay? So this is the gastric muscles. Okay? You're going to have this in the middle, that's the mylohyoid. You have these are the masseters. Okay, masseter. You go down the superficial, you're going to have sternomastoid. Okay, sternomastoid coming here to the mastoid process. Now, since here it's already open, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. These are sternohyoid. They are going up to this jugular, transversal jugular vein here. Under them, you're going to find this one. That's the sternothyroid. Sternothyroid on the one side and sternothyroid on the other side over here. Okay. So going down, we're going to have these pectoral antebrachialis. That's pectoral antebrachialis. You're going to have the pectoral group, pectoralis major and the pectoralis minor. Right? And then from the xiphoid process, you have a xiphy here going this way. Okay. Now, if you go down superficial, we keep it superficial. Now, let me see. On the dissected on this side, you're going to see the external oblique. Since it's already dissected, we're going to talk about the internal oblique going this way, and under that you have the transverse. Okay? You have here the midline is what you call the linea alba. That's the connective tissue. It's a line. Okay? On each side of that linea alba, you have this the rectus abdominis, coming from the xiphoid to the pubic bone. Okay? I think that's as far as the superficial in front, up here. When you go to the legs, you're going to have sartorius over here. Okay, sartorius is superficial. Then we're going to have a gracilis. I don't know where it went, but where is it? This is the one, right? So this is the gracilis. Okay. Then again, superficial. If you go down here, you will find the tibialis anterior on this side. That will be in front. Okay. So let's see. When we flip this card, we're going to go superficial again. Now, all these back muscles, they are trapezius group. Okay? The one around the neck is the clavotrapezius. Covering the scapula, you have acromiotrapezius. And then below that, we have spinotrapezius. These big muscles over here, also superficial, that's the sinus dorsi. Right? And below them, you can see this clear sheath. Connective tissue, that's the lumbodorsal fascia. This is very important. I'm going to be on your test, right? Lumbodorsal fascia. Now, before I go far, let me see if I can talk about these very quick. The muscles of the arm. So superficial again, we have this deltoid group. You have the clavodeltoid. You have this acromiodeltoid. And you have the spinodeltoid coming over here. Lateral, we're going to have this triceps brachii. with this long head. This is the lateral head of the triceps brachii. If you go deep a little bit, since we are talking about this, we're going to find the medial head of the triceps brachii. Now, superficial again on this arm, we're going to be this brachial radialis, right? So that's a superficial, right? So let's see. Now the one I forgot here, very, very important, is this. That's the levatus capillae ventralis. So you have to know this one. All right. So let me flip this one. On the lumbar area and the back legs, superficial, we're gonna have, well, I don't know where to say. Let me start here. That's the caudofemoralis. Okay. When you get confused here, just start from this one. Caudofemoralis. The next one is gluteus maximus. Then the next gonna be the gluteus medius. Gluteus maximus, gluteus medius. Now, below or distal to gluteus medius, we're gonna have the tensor fascia lata, right? Tensor fascia lata here. Now you will remember that is connected to the fascia lata. Okay. Now, superficial here, lateral, you're gonna have the biceps femoris. This is the biceps femoris going down. Coming around, you're gonna have the semitendinosus. And while I'm here, I'm gonna talk about the gastrocnemius. Okay. Medial side, I already talked about these, right? Mm-hmm. So we talked about this. So that's good. That's as far as the superficial. Now, if we want to go deep, since I'm here, I'm going to start here going up. So at this point, we needed to know anterior to the gastrocnemius, you have the soleus muscle. You're going to have this one. Which one is this? Fibularis. And this is the extensor digitorum longus. Okay, we already talked about this one, which is the tibialis anterior. Right? Now, we're going to move up a little bit deep. So this one, gracilis reflected, sartorius reflected. We are able to see this part again of the semitendinosus, but we are seeing also this semimembranosus here and adductor femoris. It's a group, adductor femoris, adductor longus, and pectineus. Now iliopsoas again is going up. These are the iliopsoas muscle. Okay. Now we talked about this fascia lata. Fascia lata is covering the vastus lateralis. This is the whole group here. This is the quadriceps group. Now, fascia lata is covering the vastus lateralis of the quadriceps group. Then we have vastus medialis, and rectus femoris over here. Okay, rectus femoris is in the middle. So that we are good with the leg. So everything is covered over there. Now, if we move up a little bit, I think we talked about everything over here. If we reflect the latissimus dorsi, we're going to see these superficial intercostal muscles, or external intercostal muscles. We will see these serratus ventralis and scalene muscles. Okay, the scalene muscles, this group of muscles. Right? Now, from here, the best way to identify these muscles around the scapula is to identify the borders. You have lateral border. This is lateral border of the scapula. This is medial border, right? So on the medial border side, that's where you're going to have the supraspinatus. That's on the medial border side. Now, on lateral border side, you're going to not only find the teres major here, but also the infraspinatus, right? So just it helps to say, oh, this is on the medial border. This is the lateral border. So you will find them. Okay. I will flip this now. Deep here, on the inner side of the scapula, you have the subscapularis covering the inner side of scapula. Then you have the rhomboideus group, and you have this branch of rhomboideus group going to the head. That's the rhomboideus capitis. Now, wrapped around the neck over here, that's the splenius under the rhomboides, the capitis. That's the splenius. Splenius. And what else we need to see over here? I think that's it, right? Rhomboides capitis, splenius, and rhomboideus group. And we saw this one. This is the supraspinatus. Now, let's see. Deep here on the arm, we're going to have to identify this one muscle. This is the brachialis. That brachialis again is a little bit lateral. So we're going to identify the brachialis. We already identified the medial head of the triceps brachii, and we also find this here after we reflect. This is the epitrochlearis, right? Did we say epitrochlearis on this one? This is the epitrochlearis. Once we reflect the epitrochlearis, that's when we see this biceps brachii. Okay, biceps brachii is medial, is inner side of the arm. So biceps brachii. So we have to make sure that we make a difference between this one and the brachialis on the other side. So we have everything, right? We need to know. I think that's everything we need to know. Okay, so let me let you review this very quick. So once everybody knows, then